Hey there, it's me, Brian, the creator of Smart Connections and Smart Connect. I was sitting out here working on my notes and trying different workflows in Smart Connections, and I thought of something that I wanted to share that might make you better understand the mission behind Smart Connections. So, you probably can't see it, but just over my shoulder, about right there, is a little, well, in the scheme of things, little, but a large enough complex that produces some sort of potassium fertilizer type of commodity. And a few years ago, based on undoubtedly countless profit driven decisions, that little tiny white dot managed to kill off nearly all of the fish in all of the water you see behind me, and also millions of more fish. And when I say millions more, we're talking tons, like, millions of pounds of fish up and down the Florida West Coast. The reason that story is important is because that's what happens when resources are exploited for profit driven motives. And while it's possible to have mission driven sort of, like these B Corps and other mission driven businesses, the problem is that doesn't scale well. And that brings me back to my mission with Smart Connections. Smart Connections and the Smart Connect software is designed for individuals. It's designed to enhance your individual abilities and enable you to realize your vision of the future. And I don't see a better way to align that mission than by focusing on using that same software to realize my mission for bringing that to reality. So, while there will undoubtedly be new software from large corporations, potentially even offering more exciting, more accessible in terms of free to use alternatives to Smart Connections, I just want you to remember that the mission of Smart Connections is what I believe would be most aligned with an individual seeking to utilize software that enhances their abilities. One way I believe that this is demonstrated is that nearly all of the Smart Connections code is already open source. The things that aren't open source, like the Smart Connect software components that enable you to run the software on the desktop, are really not impactful from an enhancing your ability standpoint. What that means is that all of the components that I do make open source can be pulled together by another developer to produce something just like Smart Connect, where all of the hard work in the designing the AI components have already been done and made open source by myself. And by continuing to be a user-supported software, I believe that I can continue to align the mission of Smart Connections with each user so that we don't run into the potential problems of resource exploitation that we've seen too many times in the past. Like the event that I was just talking about over there at Piney Point. And also the more digital type of exploitation like we see with the social media advertising companies that literally convert their users into the product. So my mission will continue to be not only producing ways to enhance individual abilities with AI, but also to maintain maximal alignment with the users and supporters of the software. So, if you were wondering why you would want to support Smart Connections when I make it available for free for anyone to use and even to access all of the code and reuse it in their own projects, the reason is because you also realize that this is an important mission. Thank you.